There he is! Warriorsway himself, the beast. Wow, that's a lot of shaft protection. Jeez, this could be a tough battle. Folks, you have no idea how excited I am. The whole day, the entire Discord has been waiting for the Throwback Thursday battle. We did one last Monday, and it was amazing. And we're going to do another one today. But something that's going to make this battle extremely special is this should be the return, hopefully, of our Chief Clan leader, Warriorsway. He just happened to show up right before the battle began in a Hangouts that I never check, but I just happened to check him, and Bacon just happened to be playing in a battle and ended up running into him, and all of these things happened at the same time right before the battle starts. So if everything works out correctly, we will get to see my good friend and someone I haven't talked to in a long time, Mr. Warriorsway. So I hope you all enjoy the battle. I hope it turns out as well as the first one. The first battle was epic. Just these are good times. This is the reason why once you make the legend, the grind is tough, but when you get to play battles like this with your friends, it makes it pretty awesome. So we're going to dive in and let's see how it goes. Alright folks, let's roll. This is going to be fun. This is actually going to be a post-game commentary. I did record during the battle, obviously, just like I did the first one. However, when I watched it back, there were a couple things going on that were just not the best. First of all, there was a keyboard in the background that was constantly going crazy, and I spent half of the battles being salty about this or that. So you don't really want to hear that. Let's enjoy the battle. So this, I'm gonna show two battles. I think I'm gonna do two separate videos. The first battle was definitely the best one. The second battle was very good as well, so I'll show them both. But just a great time, man. Like a lot of fun. There is our friend Warriorsway, who it was his first battle back in a long time, just like the first battle was Tanky for Life's battle. So yeah, so this is gonna be exciting. Esplanade is an interesting map. I don't even really know how to pronounce it, but there are basically two different parts of the battle. There's this top part where I'm shooting the guy with spawn protection. Oh, that wasn't Superman. Yeah, there's the top part where you're fighting in the tunnels and in these little corridors. And Brian does have the flag, of course. What a surprise. Brian with the flag, yes. So yeah, there's this top part, there's Warriorsway camping in the back, and then there's the bottom part. And so early on, it was difficult to figure out where I wanted to attack. I need to use supplies there. Healer is coming to attack. It was cool to see Healer in the battle. I haven't run into him in a long time with his classic Cedar Hornet. He played very well as well. But so I'm going to come down from the top area because there are a lot of players up there, and I didn't really accomplish much during my attack. So here's one of those number people. It's good to have number characters on your team, or on the other team. But yeah, I probably spent most of my time down in the brown area. I don't even know what this is supposed to represent. I don't know if it's dirt or whatever. But I spent a lot of time outside of the big building, just because it gave me distance to maneuver. Warriorsway at the beginning wasn't sure if this was a real game or just like a casual game for fun, so he wasn't sure if he was actually supposed to fight back, which is kind of funny. It was his first game back in a long time. I don't know how he got internet. Doesn't always have internet, so yeah, decent start for me. Bacon is basically the entire time spent around the enemy base, taking them out in large numbers. He played very well. That hammer is powerful. Unfortunately, instead of charging in, he was kind of hanging out on the outside taking kills, so we weren't able to really get a lot of caps. But it is what it is. It probably would have been more helpful if he were to charge in there with me, because I'm a wasp. I can't really hold my ground for very long. But that is a-okay. There's Gao's friend. Just gotta wait for that double armor to go away, and it should be dead. Yep, there he is. Here comes Abundance of Zen, who was rocking his Asita Viking all day. I get rammed by this one Simple Mind. At this point in the battle, I said this one Simple Noob. Just seems to flow right off the tongue very well. He played. I've never actually seen him using Rico Viking before, which is kind of cool. Frenchie. I hate HTML. Let's see if I can get a shot off. Probably not. Nope. And the hippies in our team. So there are a lot of all the characters. This is probably the battle that had the most people. Unfortunately, Luis wasn't able to make it into the battle for some reason. I'm not sure why, but it would have been good to have him. But I guess it was kind of cool to have a bunch of just random people, because most of the people, the randoms, didn't use supplies, like this guy who's shooting at me, so it just kind of gave fodder for the rest of us. I messed that up, essentially got both Hippie and myself killed. Oh, that's Frenchie. Cool. Brian was irritating basically the entire game, always on full supplies, always around the flag, and there he goes and grabs it again. I was able to get a shot off on him. I'm assuming I can chase him down, especially if he runs into a teammate, but unfortunately my shots aren't doing a lot of damage. He just uses repair kit, so Big Papa, who just played that Titan Asita. Something that we might think about, I would like to think about is, I don't know, the flag areas were so easy to defend. Papa mined that base, and there was no hope for us to get into it late in the battles. I think it was the second battle when he really got it mined. But okay, not a terrible start. Brigi, I think, played Rico for part of the game and played Freeze for part of the game and Rail for part of the game. It's unfortunate that poor wasps are taking each other out. I don't know what I was doing there. I was just kind of sitting there. But I'm glad there's double armor. Reload. Ouch. Says is also a good player. I don't know who he is. He's been in both, or she, maybe. I don't know, so it's kind of an interesting name. Here's one of our number friends, which I just kind of saw it. I just wanted to have an easy kill, so I kind of chased him. But I gave up, because let's play the objective. And that just happened. I have no words. I completely forgot about that until right now. I don't know how you explain what just happened. That was just a brief cut because I checked to make sure that I was recording, because that would have been sad to do the entire battle and then get out and realize, oops, you're not recording. So we are down 2-1. A lot of flag captures happened relatively quickly, and again, like I said before, that was before Big Papa essentially got the base mined down. So, and it is essentially 3v1. Don't know what that twins person is doing, but I'm taken out there. Here's that hippie character. I love the things he says in chat. He was basically talking the entire time. I missed an easy shot, and I think I knocked off Warrior's aim too. Looks like Duke shows up. Now there is a certain point. Yeah, I just didn't do particularly well on these, on this top area. And there's a certain point where where it would seem that Warrior and Duke were trying to push each other off the map. So that's a thing. You could take from it what you will. But Kaidu also is in the battle. Kaidu just invited him to the Discord the day of this battle, so yesterday. And he performed really well. I'm getting shot in the bum, which seems good. Telling Warrior to attack. Looks like we have a fire. Oh, that's this one, Simple Noob. He played very well the entire battle. Rico is good against Wasp, I've heard. Not sure where I heard it. It was in a book. think I read something like that. A lot of times these attacks down these hallways didn't work. I guess the problem is you attack and then you realize, oh, I'm a wasp. I have no survivability. So I think at some point I should have just spent the entire battle out in the flat area, because yeah, I'm not going to win this fight. Because that's where my maneuverability could come into play. It keeps several enemies distracted. So SK Fallon basically started trash talking and insulting our teammates. Then there's Captain. This character was just kind of malting in the back of the base. Just, I mean, not using supplies, not really doing anything, just kind of chilling there. In the live chat, I chuckled quite loudly at that. But yeah, so SKFLN, whoever's just talking to the hammer, didn't seem like a really good character. I can't talk. Was insulting people on our team, on the other team, etc. So hopefully he will not be in battles in the future. So today Zen said that he appreciated us using wasps so that he could see us heat up and go pop like little pieces of popcorn. So you just got to see him go pop like a little piece of popcorn. Just oh, they did have 2 Titans, which made it really difficult to get in. Bacon is able to take out the Titan. I do cut again to make sure I'm recording. And I guess you can tell that I'm recording because my frames are at like 18. So some of us have potatoes. This is Healer. Actually, he was using a seed earlier. What are you doing, says. I thought that... Now this guy appears to be the... That would seem to be the Gauze Wasp earlier, so he must have switched to Viking. Yeah, Healer switched to Shaft Hornet and basically locked down the top. I believe, as we'll see momentarily, he took me out several times. Bacon and Superman on the top of the scoreboard. Nobody really has shaft protection, or not shaft protection, everybody has shaft protection. Nobody has striker protection, so it's a good turret to use. Me missing tons of shots, Bacon and Superman chasing Abundance of Zen. He is unable to be killed, unfortunately. Warriorsway says, "Trust me, they are weak," which I think is amusing. Kaidu coming in as well. Bacon. I think the whole battle would have been helped if he wouldn't stop outside the door and would have run in, actually help with the attacks, but trust me, they are weak. If we play good, they are best. We are losing. Those interactions. I was trying to get that speed boost box, but I think I've realized, although light hulls are faster, against resistance, essentially it takes Vikings to grab the flag and run. Yeah, this is kind of the part where they lock down the base. There's not really a lot that I could do. There's 2 people above, 2 people below. There's just nowhere to go. And they had mines, so they played their defense well. Warrior was essentially just up here the whole battle, and I actually didn't even notice him. Now I notice him now that I've watched it back, but there's Frenchie up on top of that tower just hanging out. What? Oh, Healer took me out with his shaft the moment I stopped looking. Just hanging out up there. So again, another foray into the topmost parts of the map ends in disaster for me. So I think I better stay down here. Again, these open areas, one of the things that you need to be able to do against Vikings is you need to be able to run. And you can't run in close terrain, but I can run here. Bacon does grab the flag here. This is big, because now we're only down by 2, and if he can capture this, we'll only be down by 1. So let's see if he can make it. He's got an Aceta healing. I get taken out by Brian, and he is able indeed to cap. There's a Twins Titan that's just kind of camping around our base. Wow, this was frustrating when I drove out. There's just 4 people around attacking. There's not really much I can do there. We're only down by 1. I'm going to try to get a shot off. Unfortunately, a lot of people had shaft protection. Excuse me. And there are railguns galore. This character, I believe there's a BP player who just joined. Not sure if he just died, but there was one that joined late in the battle that played very well. He's here on the right. I think he just got, I'm not sure, maybe not. Yes, the one that's shooting me right now. The Frozen Mangus. Just played very well. You'll see him in a couple of shots. Staying out of range of the close range turrets and getting a lot of shots off. So I'm mid pack. Got Superman pushing up, and he gets healered. We were a little bit salty at this point, because he wasn't really. He was just kind of just sitting there, not really doing anything. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some people like to play. Some people just like to sit there. So, Superman is in 2nd place. 41 kills, 18 deaths. He's having a big game. And another big attack party. Get 88 damage on this one simple noob. That's what we'll have to call him. Whatever that railgun, I think he must be using the scout, because he's not doing, and I'm missing shots for some reason. There we go. Able to take it. How many Acetas do you have? 50% of the team. Probably shouldn't have taken that double armor box. I have like 1 HP, pretty much dead to anything, but I was hoping to stay alive until my repair kit comes back. So let's see if that happens. It did feel like they did have a lot of Acetas. Use my repair kit. Yep. I'm not sure how this battle goes on. He was using the scout ult. Okay, I was able to take him out, but he played very well. That was really frustrating. It looks like there's a battle going on in the base. Nope, that's just people camping there. So that's a thing. Not sure what's going on here, but yeah. So the 3-shot ult is interesting. I hit a mine, but I was gonna get healed. Instead of using, I would have gone with the light caps ult. The 3-shot ult essentially allows me to not focus so much on sniping and to spend more time driving and attacking. I thought it was a lot of fun, so I'll probably stick to that. It works quite well with Wasp, just being able to move around and such. Again, I'm going to run in here. There are 3 people below, and then I'm going to try to escape. Yep, and there's Frenchie with her dictator. So there's just not really anything I could do. Yep. Some of the attackers, instead of attacking, they would just go to the door and then stop. Essentially the attack, so it protected their KD, but it also meant that a lot of our attacks just kind of ended. But it is what it is. And there he is. Warriorsway himself. The ultimate camper. Rocking his Titan and fire. He said he might be coming back, so we might get some more time with the the grand old lad himself. I actually haven't talked to him a lot lately, but he was the person that started the Chief Clan. He and I together. So it's kind of cool to see him back again. Okay, I was trying to decide whether I want to interact with that dictator. Decided not to. I decided to. Captain Cat, the one that was kind of... Okay. Is he going to go in? Yes, he's going to go in this time. And he faces instant death. It is kind of like World War I. Whoever, the people that go over the top, just are going to die. The first round just knows that you're going to die and not accomplish much. Unfortunately, all these Vikings were just chilling outside. Finally, they decided to go in, and they just got obliterated. Some of them were just using speed boost, and the defenders were all using double armor. So there's just not a lot that we're going to be able to do with that. Yeah, this is brutal. Got ruined there. But if you look at the scores are pretty even. Unfortunately, Superman goes AFK at this point. He just disappeared. It was about... if he doesn't come back, I don't know if our chances are that good. And it's kind of important to have two of our better players on the team. But he is gone for the moment. Oh, that Magnum is Duke. That's interesting. And a little irritating Wasp, making me miss shots. It's interesting that he was able to take out a Titan Magnum. I think I'm gonna just do 0 damage. Yeah, that was a frustrating moment. It's like, come on, this noob's bond protection. Trying to take out the Asita, but Breegy with an interesting combo, using Ricochet and whatever the alt is that basically turns it into a high-powered, quick-firing turret early on, and then it empties very quickly. Got a couple kills on me, and then I realized what was going on, and so there's going to be some interactions, but that was a really frustrating thing to play against. It worked very well. So this is the point. This is the point where I was first able to. So he's going to get a lot of shots off. There's nothing I can do. If I can just stay alive, boom. Now he's empty. Now's my chance because he's running. Now's my chance to get the kill. So if you play against Ricochet with that alt, basically you need to survive that first when he dumps his payload into you. You need to stay alive, and then once it's empty, then you can just get wrecked. Then you can take him out. Yeah, it's pretty much impossible, as Bacon says. The defenders were using mines quite well, and we had a couple characters who were just kind of camping in the back, not using supplies. Anyways, Brian always in the middle of the battle. There's a Hornet Mammoth. Hornet Mammoth, that's not possible. Hornet Magnum. I think I'm just gonna ignore the Smokey right there. I'm not gonna win that fight in any world. He did have the heat alt, which was effective, and unfortunately I flipped this character. I kind of felt bad. He probably left. I don't actually remember seeing him. Conta. I don't remember seeing him after that character. Oh, the mines. I had a clear pathway to the flag, and then there were just a bunch of mines. This one, Simple Mind, looks like he flipped. He had to self-destruct, which I think is amusing. And Kanta is on the bottom with 3 kills, 16 deaths. Poor guy. There's Breegy. Man, Hammer is really good. Hammer is quite excellent. Again, a lot of people probably put their protections into the regular turrets like Railgun and Shaft, etc., leaving Hammers to dominate. Or Strikers. Who is this character? This may have been the... Yeah, that's the Gau's Wasp from the beginning who turned into Gau's Viking and now a Fire Viking. So he switched his equipment several times. Wow, constant with a nice shot there. Healer back to Acida. Frenchie was playing Rico Viking too. I can't remember if I switched, if I had Rico protection on or not. But Hippie was he just got out of his van before this battle, so he was feeling ready to fight. I can't remember what happened here. Oh yeah, I basically just needed to run. I thought this was this one Simple Mind because they both basically look the same, but one more shot and she's dead. And healer comes from the side, and that's gonna be a quick death. It's a good shot. Nice play by French and healer. If you ever want to know what an ice cold frosty Warriorsway looks like, that is what it looks like. Coming around and seeing him frozen was amusing. To any of you who watch this video, I'm planning to do an edited version of the battle featuring the points of view of this one, Simple Mind, and Brian, and maybe Hippies, and I'm not sure who all recorded. It's going to take some time because I want to show the battle in depth and show everyone's points of view. So it's going to take a lot of work. I mean, it's going to take years probably for me to finish, but do check that out. I'm not sure what channel that's going to be on, but that will be a thing theoretically, hopefully, coming up. So something to look forward to. Not sure why I just ran out here. There was all these hulls, and of course they say, ooh, easy kill, let's not play the objective, let's just chase down this person. So I take the entire team back with me all the way to the blue base. They were very intent on getting a kill, which is a thing that happens. So I run out here and turn around, and there's our friends again. And I go the wrong direction, and Bridgie with his high power ult there. So Warriorsway shooting fire at our teammates. There was an amusing point in the third battle, I believe, where I looked up and Warriorsway was pinned against a wall by an Acida on our team. We couldn't figure out what was happening. They were just both chilling on top of the ledge, not doing anything, and Warriorsway was just stuck. I don't know why I didn't aim at Abundance of Zen there. He didn't have armor, but that'll be the game. So, heck of a game. Shout out to everyone who was involved. Bacon and Kaido come in first place. Superman did come back late in the battle, but lost most of his score. Zen had a big game. 575 points. Papa, nice defense. Brian, 50 deaths, 25 kills. Healer, I guess I was mixing up. Frozen Mangos didn't really die very much. I don't know if he's playing defense or whatever. This one, Simple Mind. Even Bridgie with that Wasp ended up playing quite well. Poor Consta, all the way at the bottom of the scoreboard. But yeah, so that's gonna be the first battle. I'm not sure if I'm gonna upload the second one. The second one was quite fun as well. But it's something to hopefully look forward to. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye for now.